Greg takes it.
Yeah. All right, it's 5:30. We'll call this meeting to order. And roll call.
Mayor Barker,
Present.
Vice Mayor Reese,
Present.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Thomas,
Yes.
Alderman Taylor.
Very good. Next item on the agenda, we have the minutes from July 21st, 2025. Do I have a motion on
Yeah.
those?
Make a motion, please.
I second.
All right, any discussion? Being none, roll call.
Mayor Barker,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Thomas,
Yes.
Alderman Taylor.
Very good. Passes. Next on the agenda are financials from July 15 to August 13. Do I have a motion on financials?
A motion to accept.
I have a motion by Donna,
I'll second.
second by Jake. Any discussion?
How is it possible we had zero on payroll?
It offsets.
Oh, the water and sewer.
Yeah.
I got you.
I think because it was shorter this time, it caught my attention too. And I
Yeah.
went back, so,
Okay.
yes.
Good boy, right there.
Thank you for your volunteer service. I don't know where the money was coming from. I was signing checks. All right. Any other discussion? All right. Roll call.
Mayor Barker,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Thomas,
Yes.
Alderman Taylor.
All right. That passes. Next on the agenda, we have public comments. We limit those to 3 minutes. Anybody wants to speak on public comments? I do want to say that issues that anybody has, you can always email us at hello@copperhill.gov. Send me an email, mayor@copperhill.gov. Everybody has their individual emails online. So, but that being said, any public comments? Ms. Farrow, Mike Farrow.
I'll start now. I just wanted to thank the city council, also the News Observer, our commissioners, Keith, who's here tonight, for our very, very successful market, our farmers market. We had, I believe, 20 vendors. Blue Ridge at most had 10, so somehow between our twin cities, it doubled. I know Jake had a big hand in a lot of that, so thank you, Vice Mayor Roos, for putting that all together. He handed it off successfully this weekend to Tina. Tina, he found her, albeit he works with her, but Tina's going to be taking over, but we greatly appreciate you giving us something wholesome to do in our community, and also something different and fun, and using our resources in the best possible way. So I just wanted to thank our city council, but also to the News Observer. I know Glenn will probably kill me when he hears this, but they did a lot of marketing for free for this event for us. Glenn is a Copperhill native. His family helped found Copperhill, so he is very ingrained and embedded in this community. Never expected for him to help us out as much as he did, but thank you, Vice Mayor Roos, on all of your very hard work, and also for the Tuesday event that you guys are now doing with McKaysville. That has been very successful, and I think the Vice Mayor also found the snow cone machine, which I was very fond of. So thank you all very, very much for everything you guys have done for us. This is a new thing, and it's going to, I think, drive up commerce. So we appreciate it.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. If none, we will move on to reports with Board of Aldermen. I will start with John.
Nothing today.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Roos.
Yeah, just echoing some of what Ms. Farrow said. The farmers market was a great success this past weekend and has been throughout. We're very excited to have Tina Rice on board. I know we'll get more into that, but she brings a wealth of knowledge and really kind of helped us get the whole thing off the ground to begin with. So it was kind of a natural nexus for us to bring her in to help as well. And I think that's about it.
Very good. Thank you. Nothing else. I will move into the mayor's report. I want to recognize we have a chairman of the Polk County Commission here, Keith Barker. So thank you for coming, Mr. Chairman. Appreciate that. We also have our chairman of the Industrial and Economic Development Board, Ryan Cook. and also our treasurer and secretary, Monica Farrow from IED board. I also serve on that same board as the vice chair. So thank you very much, both of you, for coming, and Keith, thank you for coming. I guess just to echo what Monica and Jake said, with First Tuesday was a huge success. The next one's going to be September 2nd, 6 p.m. up at the Tacoma River Park there in Kaysville. I want to also thank ETC for promoting it. They also televised the event. News Observer, they put out a lot of information for us on it. So I feel like between those two, they help get a lot of folks down, as well as to the farmers market. So that was much appreciated. Then farmers market update, just real quick to build on what Jake said. We did have a ribbon cutting this past Saturday with Fannin County Chamber of Commerce. That was great. Appreciate their continued support for us. Their marketing just really is nice that they link us in with City of McKaysville and have helped us out tremendously with advertisement. Then Tina Rice, as Jake said, is going to be the new market manager, and we're going to every weekend. And the farmers market will go through October 11th. After that, there will be a fall market that's going to take place from October 18th through November 22nd. So, and then potential potential holiday Christmas market after that, beginning November 29th. But there's more to come with that Christmas market. So we're excited there. As I mentioned previously, we were doing bids on a lift station. That did not come back positively for us. Bid was $1.2 million. Our grant was $900,000. That was one piece. There were four different pieces of this project. The entirety came back at over $8 million for the four. And again, our grant was for just about $900,000. We're requesting that if permission to extend and rebid certain portions of that project, in particular the Tennessee Avenue, as well as Colonial Avenue, to see what those might come in to get the pipes updated there. And Tennessee Avenue it's a complex thing, but you don't dig, you bore through the existing pipe. So that's the main priority, is get that one fixed, because I understand that it has some snake issues there. So let's hope that all the powers that be allow us to extend that bid period out and not lose that grant. Then next thing, just housekeeping wise, city streets, when we pass the slum clearance, we have the junk vehicles portion in there. If anybody in the city has a junk vehicle on the city street, fair warning, please move that. We're going to start issuing notices to those that have abandoned vehicles, and we will move forward with action on that. As well as, after that period, we will work on, if you have a junk vehicle on private property, you cannot have that vehicle there if it's not operable. If you have questions, you can come to us and we'll show you the ordinance and exactly what you can and cannot do. Basically, if it's in view, you cannot have it. If you've got in the garage, you're okay to have your junk vehicle there, as long as we can't see it, or your neighbors. And also, I want to reiterate, there is no burning in the city of Copperhill. No exceptions. And City Court is in session. The next court date is September 3rd, 3 p.m. City Hall it closes at 2 p.m.-ish. Gives our folks time to close out the day and get ready for court, because everybody wears multiple hats here. So that is all on my report. So moving along to old business. Grab my ordinance. And this is the nepotism policy, second reading. And y'all had a chance to review this once and voted on it. Do I have a motion to consider?
I make a motion we consider.
And
I'll second.
All right, so we have a motion by Jake, a second by Donna, and I will read. So this is ordinance number 7-21-25-00, an ordinance of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee, to amend ordinance number 9-14-14 to permit the employment of relatives of city employees under certain conditions and to prohibit the employment of relatives of the mayor, alderman, or city recorder. Whereas the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Copperhill find it necessary to revise the city's nepotism policy to better reflect fair employment practices while maintaining proper oversight and accountability. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the Board of the Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee, as follows. Section 1, Title 4, Chapter 2, Section 4-219 of the Copperhill Municipal Code is hereby amended to read as follows. Under nepotism, under prohibited acts, no person who is relative of the mayor, any alderman, or the city recorder shall be hired for any type of employment by the city. Relatives of current city employees may be hired, provided no employee shall be placed or promoted to a position where a direct reporting or supervisory relationship exists between the employee and the relative. Under definitions, for purposes of this section, the term relative shall include spouse, child, stepchild, parent, step-parent, mother-in-law, father-in-law, sibling, step-sibling, half-sibling, brother-in-law, and sister-in-law. Direct reporting or supervisory relationship shall mean any relationship in which one employee has direct authority over the work assignment, performance evaluation, discipline, or other employment-related decisions of another employee. Existing employees is any employee currently employed by the city in violation of this section on the effective date of this amendment shall be exempt from provisions as it relates to the current position. Should any section, paragraph, sentence, clause, or phrase of this ordinance or application to any person or circumstance be declared unconstitutional or otherwise invalid for any reason, or should any portion of the ordinance be preempted by state or federal or regulation, such decision or legislation shall not affect the validity of the remaining portions of this ordinance. It shall become effective on the 18th day of August 2025 upon final passage, the public welfare requirement. All right, so we have a motion, a second. Do we have any discussion on this ordinance? All right, second reading. Let's go to roll call.
Mayor Barker?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese?
Yes.
Alderman Martin?
Yes.
Alderman Hollis?
Yes.
Alderman Pinker?
Very good. And the ordinance passes. So, moving on to new business. This will be the first reading of an ordinance for rezoning alcohol sales. You all had a chance to read this through. Planning Commission discussed it. Do I have a motion to consider?
Yeah, make a motion to consider.
All right, I have a second.
I'll second.
All right, so we have a motion by Jake, a second by Donna. So I'll read through this one. This is ordinance number 8-18-25-00. This is an ordinance of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee to amend Title 8 of the Municipal Code to clarify permitted locations for alcoholic beverage sales, to authorize special occasion licenses in public spaces, to amend Section 8-211, Section 1, and number 3, to amend Section 8-216, 1 through 7, and remove permit limits. Whereas the City of Copperhill seeks to align zoning regulations with current and intended alcohol-related uses within the city, and whereas the Copperhill Municipal Planning Commission has recommended clarifications concerning where alcohol permits may be issued, including for special events and public spaces, and whereas the Board of Mayor and Aldermen finds it necessary to update and streamline provisions in Title 8 of the Copperhill Municipal Code. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee as follows. Under the amendment, Section 8-211, Part 1 of Copperhill Municipal Code is deleted and replaced with, the Beer Board of the City is authorized to issue special occasion licenses to bona fide charitable, nonprofit, or political organizations for special events. Section 8-2113 of the Copperhill Municipal Code is deleted and replaced with, the fee for each special occasion license shall be $100. Section 1, repeal and replacement of Section 8-216, 1 through 7. Section 8-216, 1, 7 Copperhill Municipal Code and all amendments thereto are hereby repealed in their entirety and replaced with the following. The sale and service of alcoholic beverages under Class 1, Class 2, Class 3, and special occasion permits shall be permitted in the following zoning districts: C1, C2, I1. There shall be no limit on the number of type of permits that may be issued in these zones. All activity remains subject to applicable city and state laws. Special occasion permits may also be issued for events in public spaces, including parks, plazas, sidewalks, public squares, and city streets temporarily closed for approved events. Public space means any city-owned or city-managed area open to the public for general use or scheduled events. Issuance is subject to the city's standard permitting procedures. The sale, under number 4, the sale, service, or distribution of alcoholic beverages is strictly prohibited in all residential zoning districts, R1, R2, and R3. This prohibition applies to businesses, vendors, and events. No exceptions shall be granted. The municipal code and zoning map shall be updated to reflect these changes. Formatting and numbering adjustments may be made by the city recorder or municipal staff as needed. If any section or portion of this ordinance is held invalid, the remainder shall remain in full force and in effect. All right, so I've read that. I will start out discussion. The reason the Planning Commission has recommended this to the Board of Mayor and Aldermen is the fact that we currently have areas in the city that are serving alcohol. Once we looked at the ordinances and the places zoned to sell beer and now liquor by the drink, those areas, we have a number that are not in compliance. So in order to get the existing establishments in compliance, we are basically changing the zoning and to allow for them to legally, under our code, sell alcohol. It's being changed for the areas we have here, and it's very small, but C1, of course, is our downtown business district, the central business district. C2 is out basically toward Runway outside the downtown here, and goes all the way up to Athensville. And then also we have a small section down the curve also is a C1. C2, I'm sorry, thank you very much. And then industrial areas would be over here near where K&S Tank Lines is. The reason to change in this section would be if you had someone who was interested in manufacturing or whatnots there. So that was the purpose. Or if there was an event in a parking lot. So that's my 2 cents on that. What are your questions?
Are we gonna have to convene beer board for public event permits?
That would be, yes, I would think so.
Okay.
Well, actually, I would think so. I'll have to consult with municipal planning.
Okay. The only reason I ask would be because, not that anybody would be trying to do something quickly, but we would have to have some prior notice, so we would need to establish a time frame in order to get a permit.
Sure, yeah. I would think they would have to go before the beer board. That's an MTAS question for us. We originally, when we were in the Planning Commission, if you recall, were discussing rezoning the ballpark. After talking with MTAS, you don't have to rezone the ballpark because it's a public space already. It's an established public space, so it doesn't have to be a commercial. That's because the city owns it. It's it's a park. So
It's never changed use, is what it's always been.
it's always
It got rezoned, it's never changed, so it's.
for the entirety of its existence, it has been a public space that going even back in the old days when I guess everybody planted gardens there and had animals there, and they made a ballpark out of it. for over 100 years, it's been a public space.
I decided to big head, they can't do that.
Yes. Yeah, that is the guidance that MTS gave. So I was happy with that. So that's the purpose in this. It's not to, it's basically to get us what we're already doing. I mean, this has already been done prior to our coming into office. All these places are selling alcohol, but they're outside the defined zone areas. So this simply gets us in compliance.
It takes care of that part too.
It takes care of that if there were to be an event. The only other place that was you could have had a public event under the old ordinance was the area where Aiken's Funeral Home is and Church of Christ is located now. That section was zoned for a public event, or a festival, more so, but it wasn't public space. But you could have a festival there. Now, under this would have passed, a festival can be held in the public space. So, does that clear everything up, or we've got to ask about the who issues? Because if entity X wants to come in and sell alcohol in the city, it has to go through the beer board.
Sure.
So I would assume the same, but assumptions are not always. We can get quick guidance on that. Any other discussion? All right, very good. If none, roll call.
Mayor Barker,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese,
Yes.
Alderman Martin,
Yes.
Alderman Thomas.
Yes.
Alderman Clark.
Alright, and motion passes the first reading. We will have it on the agenda for the September meeting. And next up, we have a resolution for the Tyler Boring appointment to part-time maintenance department position. And I've written a resolution for this, just so you'll have to listen to me reading it. Do I have a motion to consider?
I'll make the motion.
Yeah, I'll second.
All right, so a motion by Jeff, a second by Jake. So this is resolution 8-18-25-01. This is a resolution of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee to hire Tanner Boring as a part-time maintenance worker and establish a 90-day review period for continued employment. Whereas the City of Copperhill recognizes the ongoing need for maintenance support in city operations, and whereas Tanner Boring has demonstrated that he possesses the skills and experience necessary to fulfill the duties of part-time maintenance worker, and whereas the city desires to appoint Mr. Boring to this position on a part-time basis with a probationary period to evaluate performance and continued need. Now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Mayor and Aldermen of the City of Copperhill, Tennessee, that Tanner Boring is hereby hired as a part-time maintenance worker for the City of Copperhill effective immediately upon passage of this resolution. Section 2, a 90-day probationary period shall apply to this appointment during which Mr. Boring's performance and the city's ongoing staffing needs shall be evaluated. Sections 3, at the conclusion of the 90-day period, determination regarding continued employment shall be made jointly by a maintenance department manager, the city recorder, and the mayor. Be it further resolved that this resolution shall become effective immediately upon its adoption, public welfare requiring it. So, Mr. Boring has gone through the interview process with our maintenance department manager and has been recommended. Put his skills outline in there for everyone. Mr. Boring is here tonight. If anybody has any questions for him, Tanner, do you want? Tanner Boring. You don't have to give a speech, but if anybody.
Didn't plan on it, but. Nice to meet y'all.
Appreciate it. Does anybody have any questions for Tanner? Looks like he's gotten quite a bit of experience, especially in the construction world, and he's had past certifications that if we ever need it, he can quickly get recertified for some of these.
Yeah, great.
So any questions, no discussion? All right, very good. Let's go.
We're hiring.
Yeah, I agree. Let's go roll call.
Mayor Barker,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese.
Yes.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
Alderman Thomas.
Yes.
Alderman Taylor.
Very good. And the motion, or the resolution passes. So welcome aboard, Mr. Ward.
Thank you.
All right. So that brings us down to adjournment.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second that.
Motion by Jake, second by Jeff. Roll call.
Alderman Barker.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Reese.
Yes.
Alderman Martin.
Yes.
Alderman Thomas.
Yes.
Alderman Taylor.
All right, and we are adjourned.
We need to get you
I like
one.
One of the little people, Greg.
How you enjoying that retirement from the sheriff's department?
I know. Where have you been? What have you been up to? I'm gonna tell you, I told Glenn.
They called me and which board you can though? Snyder,
I'm selling more
Yes, sir.
beer
Thank you.